Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's session. It's a midweek reversal, as some people may call it. All right, guys. So it's yet another trading day. Like I said, today we'll be coming live again so that we can see some of the opportunity we might be able to capture during this live stream. All right, so I've already did some analysis here on US30. Basically, price has rejected all this supply. So let me realign this for the purpose of this stream. So let's see if we can cash in some money. All right. So now the beauty of this setup is that we are having this rejection at a psychological level, there is 35,400 level, and also there's a supply at that point. We could see that yesterday, that is where we did see a significant accumulation for price to drop. So I'm expecting such behavior today. So basically, with the current behavior at that same zone. So I want to see price drop. So I'll be more interested in picking my trades if I see a nice drop below this trend line. So that will be my expectation, or what I'll be looking out for on uh, US30. So eyeing for some nice opportunity right there on US30. So that's why you have seen this break and retest. So this is all right. So US30, I'm going to be looking out for sell based off this zone, psychological level, and what price action is currently doing. I would have jumped in right away, but the timing is what does not align with my setup. So there's that possibility that we're going to continue bearish, but my timing is what prevents me from joining this trade right away. So even if I'm to join this trade, which I'm still watching to see what is going to happen in the next 14 minutes, if I'm to join this trade, I'm going to go with half my position size while I wait to go with the remaining when price breaks this structure right here. That makes more sense. Now gold is still beating about the bush. There had been already a significant drop on gold price. We tested this previous zone that we spotted yesterday, and it has been dropping after the retest. So gold is also a pair I would not really pay attention to because of the current setup. Now we have had a close below this previous price level. See, yesterday price was struggling within this level. So if price, or whenever price struggle within a certain level for some time, especially on gold, you would want to see price leave that level entirely to give you a significant retest before you can join trades. Otherwise, what it's going to do most of the time is just going to give you some profit, then all of a sudden it takes back the profit, and you don't want to see profit and eventually give it back to the markets. So that is basically what happened most at times in setups like this. So I'll give a pass for now unless I see a significant setup, let's say maybe around 1:30 p.m. GMT. If a nice setup presents itself, then of course I will be able, more than welcome to grab that opportunity here on Go. So for now, goal, it's I'm flat on goal. All right, so let's take a look at oil. So crude oil, what do we have here on crude oil? So this is basically yesterday another projection. We're expecting to have some accumulation here before we can look out for a sell, which of course that did not happen. We had a straight up break through, which of course there was no setup to trade. So today, what do we have? So step into the 4 hour time frame. So 4 hour is still bullish. We can see a very strong bullish trend right there. The trend is still bullish. So if we pull our trend line, it's super bullish, guys. So and currently there has been a structural break. So price has broken out above this structure. So probably the best we can expect in terms of price action is to see a retest of broken structure. Then of course we might see price push higher. So then let's step up to the daily time frame to have a potential target. So basically this is likely where US oil is heading to. Yesterday there was a sharp rejection right here, right on the trend line. So trend line point A, point B. So this rejected on the trend line. So basically this is what is giving it the bullish volume to push. So that is it on US oil. Um, I might not be paying attention to US oil as I will be watching out on US30. So to have a break below here, but of course if there is no break, if this structure continues, then it means that I'm going to be looking out for a buy to fill this range right here in to the left hand side, which is this previous range here, which coincide with the 35,500 psych level. So basically whatever happens within this zone, we're just going to be watching based on the setup. Then of course we decide if we're going to go with a bearish continuation as expected yesterday, or we're going to be going with the fill the range to the 35,500 psych level. So this is basically what I'm going to be doing on US30. So the best thing to do is just to wait. So after you make your projection, you have to wait for price to come to you, then you execute. You do not project and just jump in, because what if your projection does not work? What are you going to do? There is nothing you can do, man. The market will just take your money for no reason, and you don't want to put yourself in that position where the market takes your money for no reason. Yeah, let's check out how many people we have on the live. Let me see the like coming in. Let me see the like coming in, man. Okay. Yep. Gold is all a mess, man. Gold is probably just waiting for CPI. Tomorrow, of course, the CPI is going to be live as well. We are trading CPI live. So I would advise you, if you have a big account, of course, tomorrow I'm going to be online, I think 20 minutes before the live. So whatever advice I'm going to give with regards to that, that will be shared tomorrow. So let's just focus on today. Let me clear the chat so that those that just join us will not be confused, because we ain't going back, man. Check out some of the trend line and focus on the ones that are relevant to us at the moment. So this is the 1 hour time frame. What's going on there? 1 hour looking super bullish, man. It's messy, bro. All right, so let's see what happens, man. Let's get another duplicate right here. Let's get. Yeah, afternoon, Emmanuel. Trust you are doing good. I hope you did not blow your account before going to hiding. So we have an hour here, so we have 30 minutes right there. All right, so I see. Now that is the mistake some traders do when you blow your account, you go into hiding. There's no point going to hiding. All you need to do is to grab your demo and try to figure out what you did wrong. Right. Okay, so you always grab your demo account, figure out what you did wrong, because if you only come online when you have a live account, it means that the effect is always going to be the same, because I don't have an account, I just go into hiding, try to see how I can gather some funds. Then when I have the funds, I fund the account and come back. When's the guarantee you're going to make it if you did not check what at first led to the mistake, or led to the account blowing before? You understand? So I want to believe in your hiding, you were able to do a little bit of a background check to see, okay, this is what I did wrong that led to me blowing it. Okay, you understand? Then as you have come back, there should be an improvement. You understand? So let me give you a scenario. You understand? It's like going to school, and everyone that goes to school wants to pass, get to the next class. Let's say it's a junior, it's a high school or whatever. You want to pass and go to the next class. If it is a tertiary institution, you want to pass, your clear your papers at the end of the day, get your certificate, right? So now what happens along the line? If you are doing a 4-year course, does it mean that in your first year, if you fail a paper, you're going to go into hiding and come back? No. You know that you prepare, you start preparing, you understand, so that you can receipt that paper, right? And you don't want to fail the next receipt, though that's why you prepare ahead of time. You understand? So the same thing should be applied in this business. There is nothing wrong with blowing an account. I personally have blown series of account before we get to this point. You understand? So there is no shame in that, right? It's part of the learning curve, right? So, but don't go into hiding when you find yourself in such situation, unless you are going to hiding to learn. But if it's going to hiding just to gather some funds to fund again, then I would say that that is not the best. Pay my experience. So currently US30 is trying to give us that sell vibe, but like I said, okay. So I wanted to see how it's going to turn in the next 15 minutes, and this is what the 15 minutes looks like. So if I want to be aggressive right here, then I will go in for a sell. But of course, why be aggressive? No, there's no point. So I have a place I'm waiting for. So I'll just be reserved, waiting to see how price reacts. Goal I've said is personally right now I'm not interested in what gold is doing. I don't see a potential setup on gold at the moment. For US oil, if we get a retest back into this area, then maybe a bullish confirmation, then that would be a good opportunity to jump in for a a buy. So this is US30. This is the hourly time frame. So from what we can see here, if this closes this way, trust me, it's just better to jump in for the sell. Always remember to apply good risk management. So you have 15 minutes for this hour candle to close. So let's check the odds. If I have this close this way, oh right there. So having about 54 pips. If I take it higher, that's about 66 pips or so. So you want to wait to see how the candle close. Yeah. So let's fall back to this 15 minutes. So this is the 15 minutes. Yeah. Let's see how it closes. Yeah, Emmanuel, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's the essence and purpose of the stream. So we have 12 minutes to go, about 11 minutes to go for this current hour candle to close. And I would prefer if it closes this way, so it will align with our previous projection, which we are expecting a drop from that area. So if this hourly candle closes this way, then I will abruptly go in for the sell. But if it does not close this way, I will have to wait for 1:30 p.m. GMT. Then of course there might be a stronger setup then. Yeah, who is on the who is on the live? Let's interact. Interact while waiting for our setup. Yeah, looks like I wanna believe I'm clear enough. Yeah. You're welcome, Isaac. Please, where are you joining me from, Isaac? Oh, Mike Lisa, we are getting the money. Isa joining us all the way from USA. All right, you are welcome. I have my good brother in New Jersey. Yeah, so it kind of looks like the cell is it's getting ripe. So let's see. Now, all right, let's step back to 15 minutes time frame. So this is what we have on a 15 minutes time frame. 30 minutes. This is how the 30 minutes looks like. Oh, Maglisa, you blew your account. What happened? Did you try catching in some move that were not in your favor? Sorry about that, buddy. So, Maglisa, I want to know which pace do you trade so that I'll see if I can help you with some advice. Oh, you missed the exit. You didn't place a take profit. Oh, I see. I just want to hope today's US30 does not look like yesterday. Yesterday we were waiting for a particular setup and we ended up missing the move. Because today we know we are going bearish, but we're just waiting for a setup to form for us to jump in, and it's already dropping, and I'm not liking this. So I think I'll just go to the 5 minutes time frame to see how we can cash in as well. But at the end of the day, the name of the game is patience. So sometimes it's better to miss a trade than to lose. Yeah. So, but I have a strong feeling that today we are not going to miss a trade. Gold is still dropping. Our interest is on US30 and more likely US oil if we have the expected setup. So you can see here on US oil, a nice buy volume came in. We saw a breakup structure. Let me just put in this right there. So breakup structure, price had not really tested that broken structure. Now we had a new high formed. So whenever you have this kind of scenario, there's a high probability this is what we're going to have. So instead of us looking out for a rate test around this, then we'd rather be looking out for a rate test around this area. So let's see if within the time of the stream, if we'll be able to get that sorted. And US30 is still on the loose. Still on the loose, man. to this Wednesday, bro. That's it. So the supply is effective. So therefore means that if this holds, man, we are dropping, is gonna be hitting the runway, man. If this sell holds, then there's a high probability we're gonna see what happened yesterday. Look at this. First drop, price tried to challenge that high, almost to the high. Then we had another drop. Same character. Price pushes high towards the same high, though this time around we have some range in between. Then of course there is this bearish momentum building up at the moment. So let's see what happens. So the last 5 minutes of this hour, the last 5 minutes. Whoa, some serious drop. All right, so let's see. Let's see. That is the 30 minutes there. So on the 30 minutes time frame, let's prepare ourselves if we are gonna have some opportunity. So the new 30 minutes candle, I'm looking out for a retest of this structure. Then probably let's look at the risk reward. So about 83 pips. So it means that we should be expecting volume to go for about 142 pips. So let's see. Let's see how it all unfolds. This should be the setup. That's massive. So 3 minutes to go for the new hour candle to pop open. And let's see if we have some red news. Today there is no red news. We're just waiting for tomorrow. So we are having some medium impact news coming in the next 1 hour 31 minutes. Okay, let's see if the new 30 minutes can give us that retest. Then we should be able to join there. So let's see. So the new 30 minutes is coming in the next couple of seconds. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. So let's see. Okay. So yeah, we are here on the 30 minutes, so let's step down to the 15 to see. Man. So on the 15 minutes, if you want to kind of minimize your risks, so it means that you want to use a 15-minute structure. So if you have an entry around here, so that means you'll be risking about 70 pips. So you just have to apply good risk management to enjoy that trade. So so the new hour is here. The new hour is here. So let's see if we can get a little bit push. Then we can look out for the entry for the sell. So 1 hour, how did it close? So this is the 1 hour candle. All right. So 1 hour close as an engulfing candle. So let's see. So if you can risk 70 pips, then voila. Make sure your account is capable of handling that risk. You guys know already, I'm always comfortable with my 50 pips risk. So this means I have to reduce my lots to go in. So I'm still gonna be a little bit patient to see if I can get that push a little bit to the upside, then I can smoothly engage. Let's see. Yep, so we are getting that little bit of a correction sitting on that trend line. So let's see. The bigger the correction, the better for us. 2 minutes into the new hour candle. Right, yes. Can it give us a little bit more? Let's see. Yes. Because if you are looking at the 1 hour time frame, the 1 hour candle, the way it closed, at least it should give us a little bit more. You understand? But see, in trades like this, as long as you have kind of decided on the direction, all you need to do is to uh, revise your lot size. You understand? Especially if you are like me, that most of the time I'm very comfortable with 50 pips stop loss at max. And here is the case that we have a setup that is early entry is giving us about 70 pip SL. So you would want to see if you can be a little bit patient for it to push a little bit up, then you now execute your position. But sometimes a lot of people might be suffering from fear of missing out. That is why we get to jump into trades too early. So I'm still a bit patient. Let me stick to the 5 minutes time frame and see if I can have a little bit of a closure. So now let me share this. To be on a safer side, if you are gonna suffer from fear of missing out, then you can have a sell stop below the current candle's low, so that if it happens to flip so fast that probably you couldn't catch it, then it will just execute your trade. But then again, if it keeps pushing, then we have a rejection. Then that makes it better. It makes you trade with a reduced risk, then a bigger reward. All right, so that is more better if that suits your trading plan. For me, I prefer that. I like to go with the volume, and also I like to keep my risks small. Like I said yesterday, if your risk is small, trust me, you can easily recover. If you lose 50 pips on US30, it is easy to recover because this guy knows how to give some pips. Right. Look at what gold is doing. So it was, oh, okay, I'm going to be selling. It left some rejection. Now the new candle is trying to push up. That is its behavior. Just waiting for CPI. That is what gold is doing. Taking people's money, waiting for CPI. All right, so patience is the name of the game, guys. Yeah. A little bit of a push. Right. So I got it right here. So guys, I'm in the trade. And that is where I entered, and I'm gonna go with my stop loss right here. That is where my stop loss is. So that is what it is, guys. So at least I've been able to reduce my stop loss by 5 pips. Whoa, it sounds funny, man. Just 5 pips. That is what it is. Just 5 pips. All right, so let's see how it goes from here. So depending on your volume, first TP is this psychological level. So that is about, let's see how many pips we got there. Is it up to 1:1? That's 45. Not up to 1:1. So let's see. All right, so this should be cool for a first TP. That is 60 pips right there. So if I'm risking 64 pips, then of course, looking depending on the volume or the volatility, then I should be able to scale out some position either at the psychological level or at 35,285 price level, while I probably break even and allow the runner to run while I see what happens after that. That's basically how I'm going to be managing this trade. So let's see. Aside from that, it means that if let's look at the other side of events. People sometimes ask me, when am I going to cut my loss? Right. So now there are two rejections here on the 15 minutes time frame. The first being the first bearish 15 minutes candle, the next being this rejection candle here. So you can see there had been a rejection here, right? So if price push to break above this rejection, that is one, I would not be in a hurry to close. But trust me, if it spikes to break this, then I might consider revising my position, because we have had price rejecting the highs two rejection to the highs, right, that are significant because we had a sharp rejection. It ended up closing as a sell candle. We have the second one rejecting the high. It ended up closing as a sell candle. So if these two rejections are challenged, then it will give me the thought of probably revising my decision in terms of maybe reducing my risks or minimizing my risk by closing out and taking out whatever loss it presents to me at that point. That is the only time. But if it's just a quick spike to the stop loss, of course that there's nothing we can do about it, right? So always embrace the reality. That is why you do not have to over risk. Don't over risk. It's a process, guys. It's a process. Your equity curve should always be in a steady growth. Right. If you want to flip an account, make sure you have a flipping account which is separate from your regular account. So which what it means is that if you put in a $500 and you're like, okay, I want to flip this $500 to maybe 1,005, making 200% on that account, it means that you are also willing to lose that 500, right? So if the events are not in your favor, then you lose it and you move on. Your main account is there for you to keep trading, right? Yeah. Let's see. We have some. Oh, Maglist is asking, is it a sell or buy? It's a sell. I'm in a sell. I'm in a sell, like I've just shown with the direction. So, Dickens, welcome back. Let's see what today has to offer. At times like this, you don't celebrate. You just think about 7 pips, 8 pips profit. Nah, that is nothing to celebrate compared to the risks we have on the table. We have a 64 pips risk. Why should you celebrate at just about 7 pips or 9 pips? No. Right. So our main focus is the next 30 minutes candle. The next 30 minutes candle, which is going to be by exactly 1:30 p.m. GMT. That is where the power lies. Let's see. Right, so let's focus on this guy. 156 pips for the grab if all things go as planned. So let me put an alert here right at where we're gonna be looking at for our first TP or checking partials. Or maybe some people will be closing there depending on what works for you, right? You know, there are a lot of people